Hi, my name is Coldbear and let's start with Shadows Awakening. You can walk between worlds and you need no drugs for that this time. In the Shadow world you will slay various spirits and demons, and in the real world, well, you know, as usual, spiders, snakes and other stuff from the National Geographic Channel. The game's concept is really cool. I had a lot of fun playing this game. Although be warned, if your IQ is on the lower end of the scale, some of the puzzles in the game can be a bit challenging. Don't ask me how I know that. Also, the game is kinda hard and I am noob, so I was dying all the time. I remember when I installed it just to make a gameplay in 4K for 10 minutes, but I was hooked for hours. I was playing all the time when I should have been working. It happens to the best of us, I'm sure of that. And this video is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. I never knew I needed it, but now I never go anywhere without it. It's so much smaller and better than my usual wallet. And you know what I like the most? Ridge Wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. Yeah, you heard right. You buy it once and that's it. You will have it forever and can pass it on to your grandkids or your clones. You never know, the future is now. Also, it is a perfect gift for upcoming Father's Day. Help your father change that bulky abomination.
Kill me, please.
With this awesome Ridge Wallet, he will be impressed. Or you know who will also be impressed? You! Yes, you! Because Ridge Wallet is great for everyone! It's the best for me because it feels nice in my pocket and it's easy to use. Look how happy I am! It holds up to 12 cards, plus there is a room for a cash or 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby! You can choose from over 30 colors and it protects you from digital pickpocketers.
Hacker Man!
Check out the link in the description and use my secret code to get a 50% discount. This is a risk-free offer. You can test drive the wallet for up to 45 days and you can send it back for a full refund if you don't love it. The Ridge Wallet. Carry less, live more. Titanfall 2 Ultimate Edition. You may think that this is only a multiplayer battle royale of some sort, but it's not. The game actually features a very nice single-player campaign packed with action and inventive twists. Here you play as a militia rifleman stranded behind enemy lines who encounters a veteran Vanguard-class Titan. That's how those cool-looking sentient mech warriors are called here. You must work together to uphold a mission you were never meant to carry out. I experienced something like that a few days ago when I was helping some guy move the car out of the mud puddle. He offered me a cigarette after that, but I quit smoking 10 years ago, so I took only a sprained shoulder as a reward. That was the mission I was never meant to carry out. Anyway, in Titanfall 2 there is a multiplayer portion of the game as well, with fast-paced first-person action with titans and deadly pilot abilities. This version of the game includes all the deluxe and jump starter content, which includes new titans, warpaint, weapons, tokens and even more. All the stuff you don't care about if you are new to this anyway, but this price is more than great and the reviews are very positive. Kenshi. This is a free-roaming squad-based RPG focusing on open-ended sandbox gameplay. Here you can be a trader, a thief, a rebel, a warlord, a slave, or just food for the cannibals. The freedom is here and it's up to you how you would use it. You can research new equipment and craft new gear, purchase and upgrade your own buildings to use as safe, fortified havens when things go bad, or use them to start up a business. Aid or oppose the various factions in the world while striving for the strength and wealth necessary to simply survive in the harsh desert. You will train your men up from puny victims to master warriors. Carry your wounded squad mates to safety and get them all home alive. The game is purely single player and it's an owner of overwhelmingly positive reviews left by 46,000 players. Chorus. Take control of Nara, once the Circle's deadliest warrior, now the most wanted fugitive, on a quest to destroy the dark hole that created her. It's funny how I watch the Circle reality show on Netflix, and all I can do now is to imagine who's the deadliest warrior out of the participants. Anyway, in Chorus you will unlock amazing weapons and mind-bending abilities. Along with Forsaken, your sentient starfighter, you will visit ancient temples, engage in exhilarating zero-G combat, and venture beyond our waking reality into a dark universe teeming with mystery and rife with conflict. Explore epic locations such as sprawling space stations or strange planes of existence beyond our own. Engage in exhilarating dogfights from epic cosmic void to tight crystalline corridors. People on Steam are talking that Chorus is one of the best looking space games to date. Very positive reviews are proof of that, but if you are still in doubt, you can download and play Chorus demo on Steam absolutely free. The Outer Worlds. Starfield was delayed until the next year, but there are a few games that can fill that space exploration void in your cold heart. One is definitely Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and The Outer Worlds is another. In general, if Outer Worlds had a 10 times bigger budget, we probably wouldn't be waiting for Starfield this eagerly. We would still be playing The Outer Worlds. Anyway, if you like Bethesda's Elder Scrolls or Fallout series, this game should catch your attention, because it's basically a Fallout in space. It is made by the same guys who created Fallout New Vegas, so they used all their knowledge and made this game. The Outer Worlds is filled with petty humor, powerful guns, interesting monsters, and beautiful planets. Missions here are really cool and the characters are interesting as well, but when you play it, you can almost smell the lack of budget, because certain areas are really small and mountains block your way all the time everywhere you go. It was made from a grand idea of Skyrim in space, but with a budget slightly bigger than the indie game. Despite that, The Outer Worlds is one of the best games I played in the last decade. Detroit: Become Human. This is a decision-making game. Everything you do will have consequences and dramatically alter how the game's intense, branching narrative plays out. It has so many different outcomes that no matter what you choose, you will get rewarded with a continuous story. Well, or with failure after failure, just like in your real life, but here you can load the game and you can try again, and again, and again, until you get the outcome you really wanted, and then pretend that you got it in your first try. I do not recommend this game for those who are struggling with serious decisions in real life. It will make you miserable. Because if, for example, you are stuck in a job you don't like anymore for several years and have no power of will to do something about that, you are not the target audience. It's a game for decisive people, for those who can take risks for a better life. Anyway, in this game, no playthrough will be exactly the same. It has multiple endings on all 3 available storylines. Well, let's be honest, you probably play this game only once, but it's nice to know that the ending you got is probably kinda unique. Conarium. This is a chilling Lovecraftian game that follows the gripping story of 4 scientists and their endeavor to challenge what we normally consider to be absolute limits of nature. The game is inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's novella At the Mountains of Madness, but largely set after the original story. You'll find a plot infused with lots of secrets and Easter eggs, ominous, but wonderful graphics created with Unreal Engine, and multiple endings. The game has a really chilling atmosphere, so avoid it if you are a
Pussy! Pussy, pussy, pussy!
Although do not expect a lot of action here, this is mostly a walking simulator with Myst-like puzzles. Inside. Guys who created Limbo later created this masterpiece, and I'm not exaggerating, the game has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam for a reason. People are talking that Inside is one of the most atmospheric games they have ever played, and that is a big statement for a game that is actually just a platformer. Inside has beautiful graphics, great controls, and interesting puzzles to solve that will keep you pinned on your chair for about 4 hours, because this game is really short, but it's worth every penny and this price is more than right. Nebuchadnezzar. When I was playing this game, instead of a prosperous Babylon, I built something, I don't know, let's name it called Beristan, because I built everything on the wrong side of the river and nobody could get in. So, with the greatest tradition of, I guess, communism, I spent a huge amount of cold Beristan's money on the roads and bridges, which led to my city. If that were a real life, most of the citizens would probably die from thirst and, I don't know, desert lions, scorpions, and syphilis along the way. So, with the greatest traditions of Soviet Union, I built city blocks where everyone was equal, had a job, and had nothing to eat, because I forgot to build bakeries, and then everyone started to run from my city, just like people were fleeing the real communism back then. So as you can see, this is a complex game where you can try to build a prosperous New York, or you know, at least beautiful Vilnius of Mesopotamia, but there is a bigger chance that you will end up with ancient Chelyabinsk instead. The Surge 2. On the way to Jericho City, your plane is shot down by a mysterious storm and crash lands in the outskirts. You wake up weeks later in a derelict detention facility inside the city. Armor-clad soldiers and force martial law robots are on rampage, and dark, expanding nanostorm looms over the cityscape. With an expanded arsenal of weapons, armors, abilities, implants, and drones to build your character, and a bigger, more varied, and more ambitious world, The Surge 2 challenges you to survive and unravel its hidden secrets. items and everything here once you're dead. But you are not some lame puny peasant. You have your mechanical sword and can beat enemies with it and take their parts and make yourself better in the process. And now don't forget to check out the sponsor of this video, the Ridge Wallet, and the link in the description. Click on it, check out the various designs, materials and colors they are offering. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!